We have scores, highlights, and updates from Week 8 of the 2019 high school football season. This is myGSPN Recap. Happy Monday, guys. I'm Chris Gonzalez.
And I'm Anthony Coleman.
And thank you all for tuning in to this edition of myGSPN's Recap, where we talk high school sports.
And as you know, the show is brought to you by GardenGosher.com and You Discover Florida.
Big thank you to our wonderful sponsors there. Now, guys, Week 8 just happened this past Friday night, and we had a star-studded lineup of games throughout Central Florida.
Yes, sir.
Anthony, you know the drill.
Man, there's a lot of great action, man. A lot of great action. The first team I want to highlight, Colonial. Them boys came up 2 in a row. They started 0-5, but they won the last 2 games. They beat Haggerty 35-28. So the boys are looking good, man. Finally got the ball rolling.
Big time win over a solid program in Haggerty.
Sure.
Haggerty was 3-3 going into that game, actually in that one. So Colonial's on a little bounce back here. See how they can do the second half of the season.
Glad to see they got some things going. Another team that's been going just lights off the past few weeks, Lake Neola. They won their last 4 games after starting the season a little bit rough. They beat Pasco 49-7.
Sheesh.
They've been putting up numbers on every single team they've been playing so far, man. It's been crazy.
That's right, and we're going to get another chance to see those boys in action on Friday night as they play against Vanguard.
It's going to be a great game,
That's going to
man.
be a good game right there, guys, in the Claremont area. If you're around, go ahead and pop out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Another great game that happened over the weekend. Wildwood faced undefeated Keystone Heights, and they got the win.
They got the dub.
So Keystone Heights is no longer undefeated thanks by wide receiver quarterback Alfred Corbin. Played great, few touchdown catches. So they took them out of there. So Keystone no longer undefeated. Wildwood, a great win for that one.
There you go. Great job to Wildwood. Hats off to you guys in that game there.
Yes, sir. Another game that we would add, a big rivalry game, Olympia. They got their loss to Dr. Phillips. DP just ran the ball all down their throat the whole night. 297 rushing yards. 170 of those to Brandon Fields, their stud running back. 2 touchdowns too. So
sheesh. And Dr. Phillips will be playing against Eastridge on Thursday night. That's going to be a game at Dr. Phillips, where they have another home game in a district matchup. So they're looking to get that district title. Dr. Phillips is looking good this year, man. Brandon Fields has been taking care of work. They have a lot of studs. They're bouncing back after those 2 losses earlier this season.
Yes, sir.
So
my boy
really
Steven Dix, Florida State commit, holding it down on defense. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down for the nose.
That's right, guys. Another game that we had a chance to get out to on Friday night was a big-time district matchup between Apopka and West Orange. This was a huge defensive matchup for both teams. The score was actually held at 3-0 throughout 3 quarters, so not a lot of action for offense. Apopka kicker Titus Van Diver booted one up through the uprights with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter to give them that 3-0 lead. Apopka quarterback Jaquan Lohman, he rushed on the night for 99 yards on 22 carries and went 5 for 11 passing for 51 yards. The only touchdown of this game was on a rush by big man defensive tackle Jalen Carter on a 4th and goal situation in the 4th quarter to go ahead and give them that 10-0 lead. Now, with this win, Apopka moves to 3-0 and claim first place in the very competitive Class 8A District 4, which also features Lake Mary, Evans, Lake Brantley, and Ocoee. And they're going to be moving on to play another big district game on Thursday night against Evans, who is 5-2 and 1-2 in district play. So they can go ahead and claim that district title with a win in that game. West Orange is going to be hosting Lake Brantley on Thursday night, who also beat Ocoee 42-35 at home on Friday night. So that's going to set up for a couple big matchups there in that district.
For sure.
One more game that we did attend on Friday night was a big time, 2 undefeated teams. Flagler Palm Coast hosting Seminole. Now, Seminole also getting things done on the road against that undefeated FPC team. The Noles were able to score on their first possession on the 4-yard run by Jordan Smith. Big time game for Timmy McLean, who we talked about on our game day show on Friday this past week. 2 passing touchdowns in this one for Timmy. Another big time play came from O'Shea Baker in this game, a 93-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, which is one of the most exciting plays in all of football. Nothing gets that sideline hype like a kickoff return for a touchdown.
For sure.
FPC was held to just 9 points in their first loss of the year, a 32-yard Mason Anderson field goal, and they had another goal line run by Preston Roberts, but they went for the 2-point conversion. It was no good, and Seminole walks out of Palm Coast still with that undefeated record after defeating the Bulldogs 34-9 Seminole's one of the top teams in the area that's going to be pushing for that state title this year.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. They've been looking great. It all starts with your quarterback.
That's right.
He's been playing great. Timmy McClain's been just playing lights off for them.
He's been running the show. He's almost like a Mike Vick out there, man. It's crazy to see him in action throughout the past 3 weeks. He's had almost 10 passing touchdowns. I mean,
yeah, slinging that thing all across the field,
dual
man.
Threat quarterback, man. Seminole has definitely a solid squad, and they have one of the top-ranked defenses in the nation. I'm sorry, not in the nation, in the area as well. So, I mean, you guys got to watch out for Seminole.
A lot of good pieces there. And I want to touch again on the Apopka game. That was the first one that I went to that actually got to see. And actually got to see Jaquan Loman. Did a lot for their team, doing everything. A little bit like, I guess, Timmy McClain in a way. Right. Always working for his team. But he does more on defense. He does running, passing. Actually got a quick interview with Jaquan Loman real quick.
We just had to go out there and fight, really. That's all we had to do. We knew we was going to have a dog fight. Coach been saying that all week, so that's what we came out and prepared for. You just got to keep composed, really. That's all you got to do. Show your team on, even good or bad. Just tell them they got it, next play, let's keep playing.
Yeah, great words from Jaquan. Like I said, I was really impressed by him, so shout out to Jaquan.
That's right. Big-time player. Came up huge for his team in that game, especially with that Apopka's offense, that triple option offense, which a lot of teams have a lot of trouble go ahead and finding the ball.
You can't even see anything, man. You can't see anything.
Confusing for us to go ahead and go out there and record that. You find the camera, you're looking around. Where'd he go?
Everywhere.
But anyway, guys, that's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We would like to thank our sponsors, GardenGrocer.com. If you're staying in the Orlando area at one of the Disney resorts, go ahead and place an order for groceries to be delivered to your room at the time of check-in. Save money and time by shopping with GardenGrocer.com. And not to forget, UDiscover Florida. If you're looking for a restaurant, hotel, or just for something to do for fun this weekend, go ahead and give them a look on Instagram at UDiscover Florida. And hey guys, guess what? myGSPN is looking for interns. So if you love sports and talking about sports, then myGSPN has the perfect opportunity for you. We're looking for writers, reporters, and photogs. So if you're in high school and are eager to learn, then reach out to Brianna Gonzalez at brianna.mygspn@gmail.com for more information on that. Once again, guys, I'm Chris Gonzalez.
And I'm Anthony Coleman.
And this has been another edition of myGSPN Recap, where as always, you guys know it's your sports, all you, all the time. We'll see you guys next time.